Chapter 16, Quiet the Talk and Let Your Walk Talk. There's an appointed time for everything, and a time for every affair under the heavens. There is a time to be silent and a time to speak. Ecclesiastes, verse 3. All of my accomplishments have come after I shut up and then concentrate on the do. And to no surprise, when my mouth flaps freely, the body stays idle. In other words, faith without action is a man or woman simply hoping things will happen for them. Action is the engine that moves a person towards a goal or a plan. In 2014, I went on a bike ride in the small town that I live in, and I ended up in front of an old house. The house was obviously abandoned due to the conspicuously posted dangerous property notice. I sat there looking at the property, curiously gazing at the possibilities of what it could be. Months went by, and I would usually end or begin my bike ride sitting and staring at the little house. Finally, I asked my wife to take a ride with me, and I took her to the little house, and she wanted to know why we stopped in front of the little crack shack, as she described it. I told her I feel like it's communicating with me. It wants me to rehab her. My wife gasped. But she's a gamer, so we decided to take a closer look around the property and even entered into the side door. As we suspected, it was basically an abandoned house that had been recently used as a drug den. The house did not have a foundation and was basically collapsing on one side. My wife looked at me and asked with the utmost sincerity, "Honey, do you think you can rebuild this?" I said, "Most definitely. All I have to do is repair the wall, raise the house up to pour a concrete foundation, and replace the windows and doors." I made it sound simple. She then asked me, "How long have you been thinking about this?" And I told her for a few months. About a month later, she called me at work to tell me she bought the little crack shack and that I could get started on the rehab. It took 2 years of massive action to reach the goal of completion, but we did it. But for my wife challenging me to walk the walk versus talk the talk, it may not have come to fruition. Remember, it's a good thing to have an accountability partner tell you to shut up and get busy.